Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the WeeK's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
On first down, Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That is Josh Hines-Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. Shaheed with the catch. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Olave is the motion man. Carr working out of the gun. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there that that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Carr now on 2nd down. He's got it at about the 8, and he'll be taken down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Carr. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, New Orleans. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. On the return, it's Parker Washington. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
Here's Lawrence to throw right away. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
1 quarter in the books. The Saints out on top. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run the toss here to Etienne.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
3rd and 5. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. Etienne has the first down, still going. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that first down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Once again, it's Etienne. Whoa! And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Willie Gay with the stop. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And good hard running will get him down close to a first down. Might be a yard short. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. In motion comes Thomas. That one, taken in. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here's Williams on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now Carr. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Carr. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Saints first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Carr. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Carr. That's into the hands of the fullback. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Carr. Brought in by Chris Olave. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
That's caught by Hill. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. To throw is Carr. That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. Carr. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
He pulls it in around the 5. To the goal line and in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Saints.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. His kick is good. The Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Jaguars 7.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. Devin Duvernay going to bring it out of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we hit halftime with the visiting Saints in front as we head downstate to Orlando. And we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. Carr now to throw on first down. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now, second down throw from Carr. To the outside, that's caught by Hill.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll try and run for this with Kamara. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. They'll go again here with Kamara. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Carr working out of the gun. He's got his man. It's Hill. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll go play action with Carr. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Carr to throw. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Here's a toss to the right for Kamara. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
2nd down, Carr. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's Carr. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal. He's taken down at about the 8.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Carr now. This one caught at the 4. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it with Williams. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
So a pressure kick coming here for Blake Grupe. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive, and he'll get about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, here's ETN. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the 1st with ETN.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
2nd down, Lawrence. That's complete to ETN.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's simple.
To 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll try and get there on the ground. Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a 1st down. Gain of 12 and a 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll go right back to Kirk again. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. It is 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Now ETN, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
In motion comes Thomas. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. This is 1st and 10. Now Carr throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Here comes 2nd down. Back is Carr. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Darnell Savage, terrific coverage there, able to get a hand on it.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and
the rush gets there. Down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Washington now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jags offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On second down, here's ETN. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Now a handoff, ETN, and he's going to have enough for the first down. We'll mark him up at the 39-yard line.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Man in motion here is Washington. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He runs with it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
On the give, it's ETN. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints' 47-yard line.
To throw is Lawrence. Got his man. It's Kirk. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Kirk is the motion man. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Here's 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. Lawrence now to throw on first down. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Lawrence now. A quick slant into the hands of Thomas. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
They put Strange in motion. They'll run it here with Etienne. He slams it in there, and he is in. Travis Etienne, touchdown Jaguars. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Saints offense make their way out to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Got it into the hands of Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Carr working out of the gun. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And he will get into the end zone. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
You had a feeling they might do this if they scored. The head coach says, let's end it here. They'll go for 2 and the win. That is caught. The risk pays off. They come back to win it by 1 here in overtime.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So this one a win for the visiting Saints. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.